Wednesday, April 17th, and we've got a blistery cold day. The snowflakes are flying. Yeah, nice. But I finally compiled all the little bits and pieces of my dog food video. I had started it and then forgot to film the second part, so then I started it another day. The next time I went to make him some food. Sorry, this angle is horrible here. I live on a blind lane, and the angle pulling out is very dangerous. So I pull out and go the one direction just to make a big U-turn and go back in the other direction. So that's what I'm doing right now. But anyway, so I had lost the footage, or forgot to film the second half. So I'd got it in the crock pot and all this stuff. Forgot to film the second half. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just wait. The next time I make it, I'll pick up where I left off. So I did that, and somehow the footage, like I plug my phone in and then it deletes or uploads it to the cloud, and then I can delete it from my phone. What uploaded to the cloud, I can watch it on the cloud, but when I tried to put it back on my phone, it wouldn't, it kept saying corrupted or something like that. So finally, I had to make him some more dog food between yesterday and today, finish filming the rest of the video. So you can't tell, but there's 3 different days worth of footage in this one video for dog food. It's hilarious, in my opinion, because I know what's going on. You guys, it just looks, I didn't even have to tell you. I don't know why I'm saying it. I got diarrhea in the mouth. Anyway, here's how I make my dog food. Alrighty, we are starting our chicken in the crock pot for our doggies. And put it in there where you want your chicken nice and tight. You don't want to have too big of a crock pot. You don't want to add a lot of water to it, because I use the broth that's on this afterwards. So I'm just going to fill up enough water in here to keep the chicken moist. And once that starts to break down, I'm going to turn my chicken over. There we go. Once that breaks down, it'll shrink in there and it'll be completely covered with water. Alrighty, and I have got it on high, and I will cook it on high for about 5 hours and then pull it out of there and debone it. I'll get back to you then. Alrighty guys, WeeWee's chicken has been cooking for, let's see, 6 hours. So I am going to go ahead and pull it out of there and pick all the meat off and put the skin and the bones back in this broth. Sorry, it's a shaky camera. I'll go ahead and get that and show you here in a sec. Oh my goodness, guys, look at that. And it smells awesome. It's just falling apart. That's all for you, little dude. All for you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick all the meat off the bones. And then I'm going to put the bones back in this little bit of broth that's left. And let them cook till morning. And then they'll be all soft and mushy. And then I will put them in a food processor so that the bone marrow and all the collagen will be there. But I don't have to worry about those bones splintering, because I'll put them through a food processor, cook them till they're nice and soft. Alrighty, let me go ahead and get to picking at this meat. He's smelling it. He's at my feet like, give me some dinner. Oh, doesn't that look good? Yeah. WeeWee is one lucky little dog. Now, there's all the chicken picked off the bones, and then in here, I've got just these big bones like this, and all of these little splintery type bones I just pitch in the garbage. So none of those go into his dog food. Just the big big leg bones, you know, the bigger ones. And then they'll cook down. They'll turn to mush in this bone broth. And then when I process it through the food processor, it just ends up being a paste. And all that collagen is there to help lubricate his joints. So I'll just put the lid back on this. And it is 10 o'clock at night, and this will cook till morning. And if I get up to go to the potty in the middle of the night, then what I do is vent it at that time, like that, so that any water that's left in here will evaporate off. So come morning, it'll have reduced down, and all that'll left be in there, all that will be left in there is the mushy bones and the gelatinous collagen. Alrighty, you guys, I'll get back to you at the next step. Alrighty, this is the morning after putting all my bones and broth and collagen into my jar. See, all the fat comes up to the top, so you want to scrape that off. You don't want to be feeding that to your dog. So just scrape down into, oh, I need to stay on the food, don't I? Scrape that top layer off of there and get all the fat off. And then what's left, the bony collagen paste, put it in a food processor. So what little bits of bones hadn't turned to mush yet, you're going to process them down to a paste, so we know there's no slivers in there to cut your dog's throat, stomach, lining, intestines. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and scrape this off, and we'll show you the next step. Alrighty, so there's where it looks like once all the fat has been taken off of it. So it's just bits of bone that has disintegrated down to nothingness and the collagen, which is all good for their joints. I didn't get the process of just taking this mush out of the crock pot and putting it in the jar to solidify to get the fat off. My husband tried to help me out. He didn't realize I was recording a video, so I missed that step. But everybody knows how to take stuff out of a crock pot and pour it in a jar. So anyway, yep, I'm going to put this in the food processor and turn it to mush. Alrighty, well, I just have this little mini food processor there. And there it all in there. Now this gets very loud when it hits a chunk of bone that hasn't quite gotten as soft as it could have. So when you hear that, I've never had it mess with my food processor, so here we go, giving it a whirl. And there we go. And then that is your bone meal and your collagen all together. It is 25 calories per tablespoon. And I just throw 1 tablespoon in each meal. So let's go ahead and make him up his breakfast so you guys can see how I put it all together. Alrighty, I'm cooking his breakfast, and I start out by frying him an egg. So I'll get this all fried up, and we'll show you the next steps. Well, his egg's still over there cooking, so we'll just go ahead and get started. Okay, I give him 1 ounce of his chicken. Now, this is dark chicken, so it is 50 calories for 1 ounce. Yep, close enough, 1 ounce. Well, it said 1 ounce for a second there. There, it says 1 ounce. Okay, so 1 ounce of the chicken. And then this will get, because I just made it, so it's not as firm. But this in the refrigerator firms back up a little bit. So we need to tear that out. And we need just a quarter of an ounce. No, wait a minute. Sandy, get it right. Half an ounce of this. So, right there. Okay, and then here is the tripe that I ordered off of Amazon. Because from what I got from the farmer, guys, look how disgusting that is. Don't sniff it, just a fair warning, because it is bad. So let's zero out his scale again. Okay. And the tripe, I need 1 ounce again. Oh, boy, I did that good. It says 1 ounce and then it... bounces back off. Normally I have... I'm not sure what happened. My scale reset itself. Hard to do this one-handed. I should have set up my... Now, let's take this out of there. Put it back in here. Redo this again. 0. All right, try for it again. We're close enough. Okay, and then I use turmeric. And this I got from the Amish pantry. So, hold on, I got to take the lid. Go ahead and add in the turmeric. I get this from the Amish pantry, and I give him a quarter of a teaspoon twice a day. So he gets 1 in the morning and 1 at night, and that helps with his inflammation, makes him feel better. And then let's go over here and get his egg. Now I just cut this all up into little pieces so that I can mix it in with his dog food and get it all mixed up so he's not just pulling the egg off, eating that, and leaving the rest. Which I doubt that he would. He's too much of a pig for that. But you never know. So let's mix that on in here. And looking good already. He's definitely wanting it. Down at my feet, smelling it. I need to pull it off the scale. What am I doing? Mixing it on there. I'm probably ruining the mechanism of it. Now, he's supposed to get 30 calories per pound of ideal body weight. He's supposed to weigh in between 10 and 11 pounds for his bone structure. So this all comes in at 157 calories, and I give it to him twice a day. So that comes in at 314, 315 calories. So we've got 25 calories from the tripe, 50 calories from the chicken, 12 calories from the bone meal gelatinous collagen mixture, and 70 calories from his egg. So he's loving it, guys. If you make this for your dogs, let me know. Blessings. Oh, and I wanted to say too that sometimes in the evening, instead of chicken, I give him liver. I'm just out of liver right now. So make sure you're getting organ meats in there too for him. Alrighty, blessings.